So what's happening in travel industry?
Travel is not going to be stopped. Pandemic happened also. The industry has bounced back very strongly.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Yet another episode with Trawel Mart, and we have the managing director and the founder of Trawel Mart World Tours, a legacy, which is a company which has created a legacy in the travel industry, Mr. Mohan Sundar. Sir, namaste. This episode, I think it's going to be, in fact, it's more about how exactly travel industry is about and the current scenario. And I think who better than you can speak about what exactly is going on. So can we dive in?
Yeah, definitely.
Africa safe ilwa? Do we get Indian food in Africa? So what's the situation with Dubai?
Dubai already bounced back.
20 years of travel journey. So have you ever seen travel industry being so unpredictable?
Honestly, no.
What has been behind the scenes in the travel business?
The challenges are always there. When baby cries, we can't also cry.
With AI entering into every industry, so do you think, on a long term it is going to have any impact on travel agents and travel companies and things like that? Do you think it's going to have any change or something like that? Because on a click of it you get a lot of information with AI.
Welcome. We are always available. Thank you so much for all this support what you have given all these years.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Yet another episode with Trawel Mart, and we have the managing director and the founder of Trawel Mart World Tours, a legacy, which is a company which has created a legacy in the travel industry, Mr. Mohan Sundar. Sir, namaste.
Namaste.
How are you, sir?
Very good, madam. Thank you.
Yes. Sir, this episode, I think it's going to be, in fact, it's more about how exactly travel industry is about and the current scenario. And I think who better than you can speak about what exactly is going on. And I think the travelers and who is going to be traveling with us and people across the world who are wanting to travel can benefit a lot with this particular episode. So can we dive in?
Yeah, definitely.
So what's happening in travel industry?
There are many. There's, new destinations are coming to the place. Busy destinations are little slow down now.
Okay.
Okay. It's geopolitics is taking place. And there are many things are happening now. And still people are traveling confidently. We are with them. And a lot of destinations sees big numbers and many destinations are seeing small numbers now. For a time being things basically, that's how we see. Because when there's a big pandemic happened also, the industry has bounced back very strongly.
So many things happening in the travel industry with everything happening around the world, but I want to know what's positive going on. So as a audience or as somebody who has been always a travel enthusiast, so if I want to travel somewhere in the upcoming months, so we are in May 2026 now. So if I want to travel somewhere in the coming months, where would you suggest as a travel expert?
See, now migration is going to happen in Africa
Correct.
between Tanzania and Kenya. That's going to be amazing experience
Absolutely.
for our migration lovers and animal lovers. People come across the globe.
Correct.
That's not exactly picked up in Indian market, but slowly people are start getting
But there is certain set of audience who have a hardcore fan base for that.
Where there are few, the photography and the wildlife lovers knows about it. But generally what I'm saying, this is not only for those category. Everyone can travel. Because usually you go to zoo, you see the animals inside the cage or whatever.
Right.
But here, all the animals, including the big five, everything, goes around you. And no cage, nothing. There's nothing barrier between you and animals.
Right.
And even your vehicle also, it's an open jeep. The Land Cruiser, it's a completely open jeep. You can able to explore very closely and it is very safe. Many people ask the question how safe it is. It is very safe.
100%.
Nearly almost 30 plus years this safaris are taking place in African countries. When we were doing initial days also 20 years back, and I was very much curious, when we are traveling very close to the animals, this side, lions are around, that side, cheetahs are going around. what is going to happen, what time which animal is going to come and attack us. Like this, all this leopard, everything was very close. When we asked, they said, because 30 plus years these safaris are happening, all these animals are thinking this safari vehicle also part of their family.
Absolutely.
So-
I know I have seen
No disturbance.
such huge lions right in front. I mean, like, this is our vehicle right in front of us, and it was, I can't even express how that feeling is.
Africa, especially in Kenya, this migration is taking place between July to September, and many people travel across the globe. And throughout the year, you can travel to Kenya, no doubt about it. But especially during this time, if you travel, you can able to witness the migration very closely. Wild beast and followed by many other animals cross, because April onwards it's going to be rainy in Kenya. So good vegetation and good greenery around this side. So it crossed the Mara River basically from.
Sir, it's actually
Tanzania
good
to-
to hear it from you. People spend lakhs together to go watch just animals crossing that particular thing, that migration. Tell us something very exciting about this, this migration part happening in Kenya and Tanzania.
It is definitely very exciting activities. Go witness very close by. Nowhere you will get this opportunity, and you can't see one or hundreds of animals. It's thousands of wild beasts it cross. And if you study their track record, they cross almost 600 to 800 kilometers to
My
reach the
goodness.
destination. Because Serengeti is very thick and very biggest
I know.
density forest in Tanzania. So all these animals have come from Tanzania to Kenya, and always it happen every year between July to September, and after September these animals slowly goes back to Tanzania, but still that animals in Kenya that remains back throughout the 365 days destination. Definitely Kenya is, and there are a lot of national parks are there. Masai Mara is one of the famous one, and followed by there's other national park called Amboseli National Park.
Correct.
There's one thing interesting about Amboseli National Park is, that is very close to Tanzania, in the sense, Mount Kilimanjaro, you can, have a very good photo clicks from here.
View from there.
Yes.
Actually, in fact, somebody going to Kilimanjaro, but actually being in
Amboseli,
Amboseli and seeing Kilimanjaro is a very different experience.
no, and obviously you will have a very good clicks from here.
Yes.
And naturally the vegetations are very healthy in Amboseli National Parks. So the wild elephants also, very wealthy wild elephants you can see in Amboseli National Park, and followed by there are other lakes, Lake Naguru and Lake Naivasha. The beauty of these lakes is, and you don't need to do a safari. All the animals comes to these lakes to drink a water. So you can witness from your room and you can witness from your resort. It's a great experience altogether, this Kenya. So this is the one of the nearest experience for you from June, July.
Amazing. So few myths about Kenya that I think traveling with Trawel Mart that has broken for me. Africa safe ilwa. I think it's one of the most safest countries that I have felt, because I traveled with my 9-year-old kid, and I think she was mesmerized by the beauty of Kenya. I mean, how far you see, it's so vast, it's so big, you see so many beautiful animals. That is one beautiful thing. Second thing, do we get Indian food in Africa? I think wherever we went, there was such amazing good Indian food available, including amazing dal rice. So that was
one thing about Indian food. Wherever you travel,
Yes.
you get definitely Indian food, and especially in Kenya, the same resort where you are going to stay, we call it as a lodge over there.
correct.
You stay 4-star, 5-star, still it is called a lodge over there. It has a typical cottage concept,
Correct.
like a concrete building or anything like this. Each each lodges are covered by a fencing. There's a very minute fencing for animal crossing and everything, security purpose. So everywhere you have a excellent Indian food. Any resort you go, you can see one Indian chef over there, and he knows they prepare breakfast, lunch and dinner. So food you no need to hunt anywhere. Because in the such a big forest, you can't see any Indian restaurants.
Definitely not. But I think the world's best oranges, what I have eaten, is in Kenya. We used to have a plate full of oranges, and that was amazing. And the third thing is people if they're friendly or not. I think some of the most friendliest people that I met during my travel journey.
Absolutely, one thing is
So amazing.
they are very care for the animals.
Yes.
All the animals around, the way they communicate and the way they save the tourists from the animals, they educate them. how to behave with the animals.
Right.
And they'll be very friendly people. One vehicle of Land Cruiser, 7-8 people can comfortably sit. So we arrange one comfortable captain with them. So he takes care first day to the end. He comes and receive at the Nairobi airport.
He's gonna be with us.
Yes, and till last day he's going to drop you at the Nairobi airport. So he'll be all the day traveling. So
Okay.
from morning till night he'll be with you. So it's a very
I think
people are very good.
it's a once in a lifetime journey, I would say, based on my personal experience. If anytime you have one country in your bucket list, don't miss Kenya. So it's like, I would personally recommend any day, don't miss being a part of Kenya. And there was one place, there was a border that we were standing in Kenya, and if I just put my leg that side, it was Tanzania.
Yes,
So we were taken to places like this, and I think it was magical. So thank you for sharing that with us. And I think June, July is an amazing place for migration. So please do plan if this is in your bucket list. So sir, we spoke about Kenya and Tanzania. If somebody is having a limited budget, so then which are the destinations that you would suggest in the coming months?
So coming month I would strongly recommend from September, October onwards, Assam and Meghalaya.
Okay.
Kaziranga National Park has become very famous after our
Yes.
Prime Minister traveled, and he had a beautiful elephant safari over there. That's become very trending now. And now June, July, it's a bit of rainy over there. And September onwards, that's going to be amazing one. See, Northeast in India, what has happened is not much explored by
Untouched.
maximum untouched by South Indians. Northeast is very amazing and natural friendly, and you can see a different world over there. So Assam Meghalaya is one of the greatest experience from September onwards for little budget, if you compare it to Kenya.
Lovely, amazing. In Southeast Asia, sir?
See, I wanted to talk about Cambodia, Angkor Wat. Okay, very famous destination. So our Hindu temple is there, the world famous and biggest Hindu temple, not even located in India. It is located in Cambodia.
Wow.
That is called Angkor Wat temple. One of the very famous temple. Now recently, Indigo connects very well from India. So Bangalore or Chennai or Bombay, you have a connecting flight Kolkata to Siam Reef. The
Okay.
fares are starting only between 25 to 30,000 rupees up and down tickets. So earlier we used to take a different flight that used to be a little expensive. Cambodia will be a very good option for tourists, And Cambodia, basically what happened, you experience the culture over there. It's not modern Singapore or modern Dubai or something like this. It's going to be culture experience followed by the greatest Hindu temple over there.
Okay, that's interesting. So, sir, you recently traveled to Dubai as well. So, what's the situation with Dubai? Honestly, candidly.
Dubai, I was there a few days back in Dubai. May 20th is what I traveled. It's safe, first of all.
Yeah.
I remember, 28th of February when the incident started, we had many clients are stuck over there. And afterwards, everybody read the news about Dubai and everything. Now we went for official trip, and things are very safe and people are living as it is. And all the flights are traveling to Dubai. And Emirates daily, there are, 3 flights are flying from Bangalore to Dubai. And we have seen, 70-80% of the people are taking connecting flight from Dubai to other countries.
Yes.
Very few people we saw, they are coming out along with us to Dubai city, and maybe for most of them for official.
How's the on-ground situation in Dubai, right?
But all the tourist attractions are open.
Okay.
There is no single tourist attraction closed till now. All the attractions are open. Local people are visiting, and few tourists are coming here and there. And everything is open. Dubai is very safe and everything is open. All restaurants are open, all hotels are open, all attractions are open. Many clients ask this, in spite of all the situation, how come they can be, everything is open and actively involved. That is what Dubai. Okay, the country is very safe, they are
Will it take a little more time for Dubai to bounce back?
Dubai already bounced back. Dubai already bounced back.
But are travelers feeling scared to go? Or
no, it was very safe, because what happened, see, post-COVID, there are one thing what happened, people start becoming, friendly with the COVID environment. They didn't stop traveling. What they instead did, they created the awareness, how to travel with the mask and gloves and everything. Many people are traveling. So similarly, now what happened, you all knows what is happening, everything is stopped, the war and other situation. So they created a lot of awareness, sudden when SMS start coming to everybody if there is any
correct
kind of situation. They are creating, government is creating some awareness to the public, everyone who are all in Dubai. But in the meanwhile, country is very safe. Everything is open as it is. So now September onwards, October onwards, the winter is going to start.
Post summer, things will pick up very
Yes,
largely.
we have a good demand already. We are having already on ground a few clients in Dubai. They are very comfortable. And to be fair to what is happening right now is many big properties are selling at very less price now.
Oh, okay.
That's a big offer, sir.
That's a different side of it.
To encourage the local market.
Okay. That's amazing. So you also did mention during your conversation that there are so many connecting flights where people are not getting down but transiting through Dubai. So where are these people flying? To Europe? How's Europe market now?
Europe is pretty good. Europe has not come down. Europe is doing fantastic. Starts from London, England, and Paris, Switzerland, Italy, Amsterdam. All these European countries are doing good. And recent days we have seen spike in inquiries for Eastern Europe. Earlier, many wanted to go to only Switzerland, Paris, or London, or Italy slowly. Now, many people start asking about Eastern Europe, like Austria, Croatia, Czech Republic. Even recently, some people are inquired about Baltic countries also. Europe market is doing fantastic, and Europe, as you know, there is no disturbance.
In fact, the flights have not fluctuated. Flight prices have not fluctuated for the Europe market is what.
A little fluctuated. It is obviously globally what happened. The fuel price has gone up little.
Yes.
And followed by the currency forex conversion has happened little. But if you compare with other destination, say earlier, to be fact, Bangalore Bangkok ticket was around 20,000 rupees. The airways now almost 35 to 40,000 rupees. They have increased, based on the current situation. Whereas Europe, what has happened, it was around 50, 55 in the range. Now it went to 60, 65,000 in the range.
Not much difference.
No.
But Malaysia flights were about 20, 25,000. Now it's gone up to 70,000 like that.
That last minute if you check, it shows like this, because low-cost carrier doesn't have any restriction. The spike happened based on the demand.
Correct.
And many what happened, towards Middle East and towards Europe, they were little concern of booking. So all travel this summer we had a good movement.
Correct.
People are traveling to Vietnam and China. We have seen a big spike in this year. We had a big numbers. China we have done, and Japan of course we have done a good numbers. And looking forward, September onwards, Australian New Zealand season is picked up.
Okay.
And that's going to be an amazing time.
Superb. Also, sir, last week when we were having a conversation, we were even discussing about Tomatina festival. So we are also launching something regarding Tomatina festival. So can we speak about Tomatina?
August, it's going to be La Tomatina festival. It's going to happen in Spain. Yeah, every year it happens across the globe. Very trendy travelers travel to during this time. Very famous destination, Spain. Spain is always vibe. Spain means when you think Spain is vibe. One more thing, in complete Europe, that's one kind of unique destination.
I know.
When it fall, November, December, January, it's going to be pretty cold in other part of Europe. But Spain, you can travel 365 days.
Yes.
Because all the beautiful beaches are surrounded. You see the similar climate throughout the year. And now August, we are launching the package Barcelona, Valencia, and Madrid. Combination of around 7 night 8 days. We are planning a package. That's going to be a very unique itinerary.
I know.
And that's going to be a...
So people from across the world can even join us there with Trawel Mart to do this La Tomatina at Spain.
Yes, fantasy crowd can definitely get in.
Somebody who is seen Zindagi Na Milega Dobara, I think will always have an aspiration to sometime in our time. It's more like that, Tomorrowland is one time, La Tomatina is one time. So these festivals are a once in a lifetime kind of aspirations. So yes,
you should have this kind of experience also once in a while when you travel. Not just go to a destination, see sightseeing and come back. You should get along with the local crowd. And a very niche market it is basically. Decent people come from across the globe, and Spain has been a global destination for international tourists. And it's going to be one of the best. Can
you tell us more about the itinerary, sir?
It's basically 3 nights Barcelona, covering major landmarks of Barcelona. Barcelona, in fact, you can stay even a week. Barcelona, it's a never-ending story. It's amazing vibe destination. Followed by there's a beautiful train journey between Barcelona to Valencia. So stay overnight in Valencia to have this experience of the La Tomatina. and followed by from Valencia travel to Madrid by train again. That's again a beautiful experience. Madrid is a very historic city in Spain. So altogether 7, 8 and 8 days package for this August La Tomatina season.
So if you're looking forward to experience La Tomatina, get in touch with our team and we will be more than happy to assist you plan this trip. So honestly, do you think with everything unfolding in the current situation with the geopolitical things, do you think the way people travel has slightly changed or something?
Not really. See, travel is almost, always what happened, it's emotionally connected. Earlier, people used to travel when they had a holiday. Now, people want to travel to have, create a good memories and come out of their daily, day by day stressful life or whatsoever. So, travel is becoming, fun element basically. There's a lot of changes are happened in the terms of, people are wanting for a lifetime experience. And, their demands are like, they're very clear in what exactly they want. I remember, the way back they used to say we want to go to on Maldives 3 nights 4 days. Today they say this particular resort we want particular category of the room over facing the water villa, and we need a morning floating breakfast over there. It is good. So when you fix what exactly you want, so you're going to have a great experience over there.
Right, absolutely. Sir, also I want to understand, with all the 20 years of your experience in the travel industry, what really changed during COVID and what changed now during this situation? What is a major shift that you saw? Because I think COVID is one big shift that we saw in the industry, and now is that second shift. So as an expert in the travel industry for like being there for 20 years, what are those big shifts that you noticeably saw?
See, of course, technology adaptable is the biggest change is what we are looking now. And destinations are becoming more friendly. See, when COVID has arrived, we were talking about health concern and other concern, so that awareness has created a very good measure with the people. Now, when such nearby wars and all we have faced, I don't think in our generation we would have seen any war.
Right.
We would have heard in 2000 beginnings, there was a war in Middle East here and there, and Iraq war or USA war, something like this. But we have witnessed very close by a couple of wars in last 2 years, including
Correct.
our country, participated. So, what happened? This current situation, things. What happened? First, people are looking for how safe the destination is. More than that, the reliability. They don't see any destination or any tour operator by the price or how cheap the destination is. They are looking in the terms of the reliability. Because I still remember, when 28th February the incident has happened, how Dubai government as a country has come forward to take care of the tourist. In fact, Abu Dhabi as a country, the state, they have come forward of bearing all the expenses for the tourist who are all overstayed.
Right.
So these are all good initiative, couple of the countries are done. So this is what exactly, people are also looking, and they look for the safe destination basically. The changes recently is happened comparatively to the COVID is, along with the safety, the reliability of the country matters has become.
Okay.
How well, the country is taking care of the tourists when they get stuck.
Okay, do you think travelers are feeling more scared, or they're like, what is the shift that you have seen with the inquiries and, travelers coming forward to travel? What's that? Are they feeling anxious, or are they being more cautious?
No, pretty way we can say in this way, they are very comfortable, because they know what exactly is happening.
Yep.
Because today what happened, one announcement reached, millions of the people in fraction of second.
Yep.
That's what the technology has made. Because earlier you want to convey one message, it used to take years or, decades. But now one single announcement, it reached the millions of tourists. So they are very clear what exactly is happening. They are comfortable and they are very clear where they want to go, what they want to do, and whom they want to travel also, they are very clear.
Right, sir. So a lot of things unfolding of late. So in your 20 years of travel journey, so have you ever seen travel industry being so unpredictable?
Honestly, no. We have come across different experience. Like economic slowdown we have faced, and the pandemic we suffered, and sometimes visa issues, and airline collapse we have come across, and recently wars. Today what is happening, one small announcement, it affect millions of travelers' dream.
Right.
The industry has become totally dynamic.
So, do you think travelers are becoming like more cautious today before booking international trips?
Obviously, yes.
Okay. So, how do you see the change coming?
They ask us a lot of questions nowadays.
Hmm.
It's good.
Hmm.
They want to know about insurance policies
Okay.
and flexibilities,
Hmm.
cancellation policies, any future visa issues will arrive or what, and these airlines are going to be stable or not.
Hmm.
So all these questions are arising nowadays,
Right.
and they don't want just package tour anymore.
Hmm.
They want to create a trust and confidence before traveling itself. So
Right.
they are looking for one reliable partner
Right.
to book the tour.
So, just picking up from where you were just addressing something, importance of travel insurance. So, how do you see that? Because a lot of people see it just as an insurance, something like a supporting document. But as a travel expert, how do you see and how important is it to have a travel insurance before traveling?
It is must one of the document, madam.
Hmm.
However, you should have a passport to travel international. Similarly, you should have one insurance to travel international. You have to take it like this only.
Okay.
Travel insurance is one of the must document.
Okay.
And
But why is it? Like, a lot of people just use it as a document purpose. But how will a travel insurance be supportive to you if you take it?
see, it is unpredictable. I mean, everything will be fine. But imagine if something goes wrong. You have come across a lot of incident, especially when elders travels. If they fallen sick, something happened. So insurance is the document financially is going to support them. See, it's a very rare, people have, their liquid fund to travel. 90% and above, it is a saving money what they use for this kind of travel.
Absolutely.
Lifetime experience. So, we have served many clients, one or two destinations, their lifetime dream. Okay. So in such situation, because you imagine you go to Singapore or Switzerland, one small doctor consulting fee itself will be in dollars, huge amount. Okay. So if something goes wrong, definitely we can't bear that amount. So
Okay.
if you have one insurance, it will be very supporting document for you and very financial support for you.
Absolutely.
And not only taking insurance, many times people what they do the mistake, they don't disclose the pre-existing disease. In case something happen future, and if that connect to the pre-existing disease or not connecting with this kind of
So you can't
pre-exist-
claim.
yeah, there are a lot of rules are there. So they should disclose the pre-existing disease. Then only the insurance will be really valid.
Right.
But
So, in the recent times, we have seen flights being cancelled, visas getting delayed. A lot of challenging situations have unfolded in the travel industry. So, you have been running travel business for a very long time. So, what has been behind the scenes in the travel business?
so travel industry is one of the most demanding service industry,
Right.
like 24/7. Even one of our USP also 24/7
Service.
distance
Yes.
service as well as the assistance. And you see in Instagram, beautiful pictures and videos, but behind that, there's a lot of works goes around. A lot of operation managers and operation executives, their sleepless night bring such beautiful result. So that's where comes our experience. Even initial days, we used to organize the tour, but now we realize that wasn't that perfect, because now we go with the experience, lot of thing we gain. So to have one successful tour, obviously you need to have one experienced and a successful travel company
Correct.
to present in better way.
Right. So, what's happening within the travel industry that travelers actually are not seeing?
The amount of pressure in travel industry is huge, because what happened now, overnight airline increase the price
Right.
because of the current geopolitical situation and fuel increase, and the visa rules get changes here and there. So suddenly some country used to be free of cost honorable visa, and overnight they declare from tomorrow onwards visa fee applicable.
Recently, Thailand also did the same.
They are planning to do.
Yeah.
I'm planning to do. So such challenging, so see, it's an intangible, basically travel industry is known for it. So the challengings are always there.
Okay. So what do you see as a travel expert? Okay, you as a business owner have a set of challenges, but as a travel person who is facing the customer, like what are your team members facing as a challenge from the customer's perspective?
There is nothing as a challenges, first of all, because when baby cries, we can't also cry. So obviously, nothing called the challenges. We need to guide them properly.
So is there any message that you want to give your customers at this point of time?
See, everything is fine. The tourism places are very much safe.
Okay.
You can comfortably travel, and confidently you can travel. Trawel Mart is there, because recently 300 plus passenger, when they got stuck in Dubai, nearly a week we have taken care of them. I mean, we didn't even check with anybody to book the hotel for them for next days or something. The accommodation was provided, meal was arranged, and once the airline started, we arranged a flight back for them coming back to India. So you don't worry for anything.
Right. Sir, I have a very contradictory question now. Recently, I was there in Thailand, and of course, whenever I Travel Mart has taken the best care, and I have always had the best experience, and I don't have a second thought about it. But somewhere, as a regular traveler myself, I have had this question. Do you think international travel is becoming less accessible for the middle class of late? Or do you think it is true? And is it becoming less affordable?
Not exactly. There are certain way, air tickets are recent days are little increased, and the reason you all know very well. Still at reasonable budget, many destinations are opened.
Okay.
And easy access, we have a lot of easy EMI facilities with a lot of banks. We have tied up. So this is what maximum we can able to help them out.
Okay. So if somebody wants to plan a good trip, and if you have a certain set of suggestions that they have to avoid these mistakes while they're planning a trip, what would that be?
It's not exactly a mistake. It's advice. Always plan your trip in advance. Last minute what happened, we just land up paying more to the airline, and land up getting whatever the hotels are available. So in our fixed tour, what will happen is, the tickets are booked and the hotels are all pre-booked. But in customized, what happen, when you start planning based on your requirement only, we are going to book ticket as well as a hotel. So obviously last minute things will be very expensive. So I would strongly recommend people to plan their travel in advance.
Advance, how many months prior?
At least on 3 to 4 months is advisable option.
Okay.
Because 6-7 month advance, if you plan, you will not get any big difference or savings. So 3 to 4 months is definitely advisable option.
Okay.
And mistake in the sense, choose a right partner, I would say. Don't just see the price, because what happened, the price, what you see, and service what it is provide totally different. And you please detailedly go through all the inclusion. Keep the brochure of Trawel Mart, keep the brochure of anyone, or keep the brochure of any better travel company whom you feel. Please go through the inclusion in detail, and check the hotels, what is given, what star is given in the Google, what is the recommended option given in internet, and go through their reviews, and whether meal is included or not. If meal is included, what sort of meal is included in buffet, what exactly is arranged. As a variety of meal is arranged, or just on the plate, what you call thali set of meal they are going to serve. Everything you have to go through, because we strongly believe no hidden cost or no surprising on tour. So everything included from here. That's how we feel. So you go through the inclusion carefully, and study the tour operator background, and many incident we come across. Okay, very less price they pay, and afterwards they are not able to reach. So to avoid all those things, go through the travel company background carefully, read their actual reviews. Today there are a lot of paid reviews are available,
Right.
but please
Go through the genuine reviews.
yes, go through the genuine reviews. check with your friends whether this name you heard in your market or not. Then please take a call. That's my strong advice.
Great. So, if I have to ask you, which are those destinations that are, slowly blooming in this global uncertainties?
Um, China market was closed for a long time.
Hmm.
After there was a little, kind of relationship reason, China market wasn't open for Indian tourists. Now it is opened. We see the big numbers people are traveling and fantastic feedback people get from China.
Hmm.
So China is one of the great option. And along with this, Australia, it's unexplored by many Indians yet.
Yeah.
So when they see the excitement destination, always they say wow to Europe. But it's a really high time. This time, everyone should start thinking of Australia and New Zealand. That's one of the great destination. Australia has many things. The beach lovers, they have a Sydney, and they have a beautiful canes around. And for a kids, families, Gold Coast,
Yeah.
and Melbourne Great Ocean Experience, and one of the lifetime
I
experience.
think it's one of the most beautiful
So
drives
you have everything in
for a
Australia,
lifetime.
and that's a class city everywhere. You have a fantastic hotels around, and Indian food, no doubt, you get a very traditional Indian food everywhere. So Australia should be a very good option in nowadays.
Okay. So, as a traveler, this question is always in my mind. So, being an expert is yourself, what kind of travel is growing these days? Is it like budget travel, slow travel, luxury travel? Or what kind of travel the demand is more?
Earlier, people wanted to cover 10 countries in 7 days.
Hmm.
Today, that concept is not.
Definitely not. Yeah.
They wanted to experience more
Hmm.
than how many they have added in their bucket list. They wanted to add the memory in their bucket list. So that way, people are really giving value to each and every important sightseeing spot, and major countries they are choosing to visit.
So that brings me to, a thought that, earlier it used to be, even I have been a person who's like, okay, I've traveled to so many countries, I've traveled to these many destinations. But I think it's not anymore about countries, it's about those destinations, it's about that slow travel, it's about that, the kind of experiences. So, can you think of one unforgettable destination, or maybe that spot or that space that you have been to in your life that maybe you cannot? Maybe, I was just watching one of the actresses speaking about Bruges in Belgium. So she was not speaking about one of those countries or something like that.
Experience.
So if you ask me, that Great Ocean Road drive is like a lifetime thing for me. So similarly, if as a travel expert, if I have to ask you, which is that one destination or one spot that you can never think of, like, okay, this is the thing?
So I'm a globe traveler basically. I have been many countries.
Yes.
If you ask me, there are a lot of countries are there in the bucket list like this. But South Africa I would strongly recommend, because one country has everything. Because Africa means what we think, it's a dry land. The climate is very dry. That's the safety issues. But that's absolutely wrong. South Africa, if you travel, when you travel to South Africa, you have everything. There's a beautiful city called Sun City. The Sun City is well known, Miss World champions took place over there. And they have a separate complex around for a casinos and wave pool activities and everything. Followed by nearby, there's a lot of game reserves around Sun City. And Joburg is known for a gold city tour and all they do. And followed by, if you travel other part of South Africa, you have Cape Town. And, similar to Great Ocean Road, here you have Garden Route. In South Africa. That's one of the great experience in South Africa, I would say. And Mosel beautiful beach, Nyanza, and that ostrich farm and all, it's a lifetime experience. To experience ostrich farm and penguin parade, everything, you should go to South Africa. And the world famous leader Nelson Mandela, he has been kept in a place called Robben Island. Robben Island experience and all is a great experience. And Cape Town tour, in the end, we arrange something, helicopter rides. So this destination has everything. When I'm talking about a casino, when I'm talking about national park, when I'm talking about live city, and with the fun activity, Cape Town, and the great road experience, that's ostrich farm, and island experience. So you don't get everywhere this option. So South Africa is one of the best destination for that.
That's amazing. So now, like I was just telling you a few minutes ago, I got to know about Bruges, Belgium from social media while a celebrity was speaking about it. Just like this, in social media, we get so much of information about so many things. So, do you think social media has positively influenced people, or has it made the expectations very unrealistic about travel in people?
Actually, social media played a major role. I would say both.
I think it's very debatable, right?
Yeah, it's both, because through social media only millions of travelers, they dream has come true. Because otherwise they were not knowing what it was located. Okay, though internet was there widely, but through social media only they got to know many places. But similarly, what happens? Social media, there are a couple of places are there sightseeing spot. For example, there is one train street in Hanoi. I would definitely not rate Great Way for that. But people chase such sightseeing in bigger way. They leave all the Hanoi major sightseeing and everything. They chase there and they go and spend maximum time. They wait for the queue, get stuck in the crowd. End of the day, nothing you get. You see, you travel for the experience and memory, not for the photos.
Okay, that's an interesting statement to make. Right. Okay, so just now you were speaking about the train destination. So, is there any one such destination that you think people should experience before it completely changes the way it is right now?
See, I don't think it's going to change. It will evergreen destination called Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the mind-blowing destination. Now, the good part is they are starting a direct flight from Bengaluru from October end.
Okay.
Okay, they're just going to be 8 to 9 hours. You're going to be in Switzerland from Bangalore. Okay, winter traveling in Switzerland is beautiful, and especially when you take train journey experience, that's one of the best way to connect Switzerland. When you come out of the airport, you have a immediate connecting the train to reach any destination you choose. Lausanne to be your destination, or you choose Interlaken, Grindelwald, Zermatt, anywhere you want to go, you can go by a train. And here apparently what happened is train travel almost near to your hotels. All the hotels also located very near to the railway station. Maybe you get on at Interlaken railway station, within 5 minutes of range you reach the hotel. So you don't need any taxi or van, anyone to come and wait for you, or you wait for somebody. So this train journey is great experience in Switzerland. Apart from this, Alps mountain, you all know that's lifetime experience you get to know. You get to experience in Switzerland. They have a couple of peaks, Mount Itlis, Mount Emfro, and Mount Glacier. You have a lot of experience. And winter when you travel, there's a destination, something called Zermatt. That's one of the greatest experience. This and all you cannot experience anywhere else. And it's going to be in very affordable range and direct flight, that too with the direct flight from Bengaluru.
That's interesting. So, sir, when I sit with you, it's like, is there every country in your brain and head stored? What is it? Okay, so it's like whichever country I speak about, you have like all this list of cities, countries just stored in it. Okay, it's more like talking to an AI, but that brings me to an AI question. So, with AI entering into every industry, so do you think, on a long term, it is going to have any impact on travel agents and travel companies and things like that? Do you think it's going to have any change or something like that? Because on a click of it, you get a lot of information with AIs. Any impact?
First, I would like to clarify one point here. 18 years, 3 lakh client we have served. So almost 100 plus destination. So Singapore or Switzerland or Spain or South America, anything. Maybe what I have done more than 100 or 1000 tours to our clients. So that's our day by day life. We love our profile very much, and that's how all the destination it's there in our fingertips. And we travel very frequently, and we travel through our client very frequently. Okay, we guide them on day-to-day basis. And coming to an AI, so one thing I wanted to say, travel industry is the first industry to witness the technology. The way back in 1990 only we had a flight booking softwares. We call it as a CRS, Central Reservation System. Amadeus, Abacus, Galileo, WorldSpan. So sitting in Bangalore, I can able to check flight from San Francisco to Los Angeles without even calling the airline. I'm talking about 1990, not 2026 or something. So we had that option since very long time. Travel industry is witnessing the technology, and travel industry is made technology to be friendly and helpful for the travel industries. And here, one thing I'll tell you, travel is all about emotion and memories. So here you need a human connection. AI can give you answer. AI cannot, rectify the error of the visa and the error of something else. You need a definitely human connection.
That's what.
So definitely
Anything that needs human involvement or intervention will not.
how effectively people are going to adopt the system, that is going to be the matter. They are going to be the successful in this industry.
Right. Trawel Mart is known for group tours and group travels from the time I have known Trawel Mart for. So, do you think people still prefer group tours, or is it going out of trend? Are people moving to individual travels, or do you think group travels are coming back to trend? What is your thought on this?
Madam, I wanted to share before that couple of experience. There are a lot of people become friends.
Yeah.
Very close friends, not just like this friends. And a lot of people are become, relatives. They given a girl or taken the boy. So we are witnessing many things in last 18 years. So group tours, what happened basically, we filter the people, It's basically our group tours, it's a like-minded groups. Okay. So people who are all travel, they will have a definitely good fun among themselves, apart from our arrangement. Even youngsters are definitely they are preferring group tours. Your tour is one of the example,
Yeah.
It's Spook. All ladies are traveled and they are all become even business partners too.
Yeah, true. You all working together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great way to network, connect, collaborate and even find right people, like-minded people. You may not connect with all the 40 people, but there might be 4-5 people whom you kind of resonate and you can, build a long-term connection with. I wanted to check with you, like, what is the main highlights or USPs of traveling with group tours of Trawel Mart? What advantages do people get?
See, traveling with the Trawel Mart group tour, the best part is you have a tour manager with you and you have very like-minded travelers are going to be with you. It's a basically all-inclusive package. You don't need to search anything. Everything is taken care in your package.
So, sir, during all these global uncertainties and things like that, so what is that keeps a business leader like you motivated and keep moving forward?
Responsibility. Millions of people are trusting us to fulfill their dreams. So that responsibility. So when we work with the responsibility, automatically whatever happen, so we carry forward with that.
Right. But has there been any time, because I've seen you in the offices in the 2 a.m., even today, even after building such an empire, from the times I've seen you like 12, 17 years back also I've seen you, today also I've seen you. Even today there have been times, after having so much done, I see you so committed to your work. But has there been any time that you have felt, okay, tired, tough situations, like the toughest phase of your life, if you want to recall, and felt this?
Nothing like this. I follow one Germanian proverb. To be successful in a life, run like ours. To hold the success or to become more successful in life, run faster than ours.
So how do you implement that in your actual business?
We have to run. We should not stop anything for any reason.
Okay. So in practicality, how did these uncertainties kept you moving? COVID was super tough. COVID actually prepared all of us in a lot of ways.
Dream we were waiting for 2 years, and afterwards, 3-4 years things were doing good. But suddenly, last year there was an airline incident, and there was a war incident in India as well as in Middle East. And this year, though, complete, the destinations are stopped. All these incidents are happening, but it is all not permanent. Basically,
Yeah.
it is a temporary. Maybe we are handling 1,000 passenger in a day, that becomes 500 or 400. Definitely it's not going to become lesser than that.
Travel is never going to stop.
Travel is not going to be stopped. If you ask people to stay at home for a longer time, they become sick.
Right.
They need a refresh.
It keeps increasing.
Yeah,
Right.
the demand is more.
Right.
Demand is more. If you take our Bangalore airport example,
Huh.
the number of passengers they serve in a year, that's great numbers. Year on year, 16 to 20% it is increasing.
So, sir, with a lot of things we discussed, and with all your answers and whatever we discussed, I understand that travel is going to, it's something that is infinity. It is going to go on, and a lot of uncertainties will keep coming and going. And I think travel industry is the first one which will see immediate impact, right? I think whether it is COVID or whether it is the last year flight incident or recent, the war, it could be anything. The first thing that affects is travel, but I think again it picks up immediately. So I think you are someone who has faced it all, again bounced back and things like this. So is there any message that you really want to give to the young entrepreneurs? Because entrepreneurship is a dicey thing. It is like it goes up, comes down. It's not the same day. Every day it's black and white. So what's your message to all the young entrepreneurs seeing this video?
Suggestion is, don't build any organization only for a profit. Create a good connectivity, create a trust in the market. So when you believe the people, definitely people will take care of you. They are nothing but your customer. Believe them, trust them, respect them. That's a big message I can give it to young upcoming and any entrepreneurs.
Amazing. So for all of them who are willing to travel and hoping to travel very soon with Travel Mart, what is your message to them?
Welcome. We are always available. Thank you so much for all this support what you have given all these years.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So that's an amazing, yet another episode with Sundar sir, the managing director of Travel Mart. So you can connect with us at our Jayanagar office, HSR layout and Malleshwaram, and also expanding to a bigger space in Chennai. New office, new hopes, and a bigger office launching soon. So super excited about it. So you can connect with our team, visit our website and connect with us with your travel inquiries. So we will meet you with another exciting episode. Until then, stay tuned. This is Spoorthi Vishwas signing off.